I'm going to be doing a quick test on Cyberpunk on my Intel Arc B580. This is currently 1440p native with path tracing on, no upscaling, so obviously it's pretty brutal, seeing about 10 FPS. Obviously not expecting it to be particularly high frames doing this, but I'm going to switch on FSR. So we've got FSR quality, and we've also got FSR frame generation on with all the settings maxed. So all the settings set to ultra, and that's improved our FPS to about 30 there. So a little bit of an improvement. Switch ray tracing off now, but I've still got FSR set to quality, and I've got frame generation on as well. We should see quite a big increase there. We go 130. It's going to dip down a little bit to 120. It's obviously taking a little bit of pressure off the rest of the GPU too, so VRAM's down a little bit there. This is now at 1440p native without ray tracing, and you can see we can actually get 60 FPS, which is pretty impressive. I'm going to take a look with Intel's XESS upscaling, so we've got that set to quality, and it looks like it's giving us just under 20 FPS increase, but I am pretty impressed by the image quality. It does look pretty good for an upscaler. Drop the resolution down to 1080p now. This is 1080p native, so there's no upscaling on, but I do still have path tracing on, so as you can see, slightly better than 1440p, but it's still not really going to be doable. This GPU doesn't really handle ray tracing well at all, sitting at about 15 FPS. With AMD FSR and frame generation on here, we are almost hitting 60 FPS, which is a lot better than native at least. We do still have ray tracing on this, so this is definitely an option you can use if you did want to get closer to 60. Even with the shooting here, it's still mostly staying around that 50 to 60 mark. I'm feeling a little bit of latency when in the shooting when I'm trying to aim. I'm now back to 1080p native, but I'm going to try it with path tracing and ray tracing, so everything completely switched off. It's amazing the difference that makes in terms of FPS, gone from 15 FPS to 90 FPS, which is a huge difference. This is obviously a lot better, like perfect FPS to be playing at. I'm still at 1080p, but I'm going to be taking a look with AMD FSR and frame generation on. So as you can see, a huge increase of FPS, up to 170 there. But we do still have this really choppy frame time, which seems to be being caused by frame generation. I've seen it with the other resolutions as well. If you've enjoyed this video, click one of the videos on the screen now to see me testing more GPUs, and I'll catch you next time.